Hello and welcome back. It's Wisdom, and this is Wisdom Talks. Okay? And so today I wanted to talk about why it is very important for you to use discernment when you are picking friends. All right? When you are picking friends or lovers, right? You need discernment. We all could use discernment. Okay? So if it's anything that it would be helpful for you to pray for is pray for God to send you discernment, give you discernment in your spirit so you can not waste time. Okay. The biggest thing that we don't want to do in this life is waste our time. Okay. We are all here, but such a short time. Life goes so fast. And so when you are living life, you have to realize that you spending your time with the wrong people, it'll all be revealed. So eventually, you'll understand it. But the less time that you spend wasting with the wrong people is for your better. Okay. Pray for discernment. When you are dealing with friends, lovers, people who are close around you, ask God to give you discernment because we truly do not know who people are. Okay. There's been plenty of situations where people will be friends for years, and you'll have a situation where one of those friends are severely envious and jealous of the other friend. Literally hate the other friend. Have you heard of stories or have you seen stories where it'll be a group of friends and they'll lure somebody off and then they'll kill one of the friends, or it'll be something over a boy and, they'll set the friend up, roofie the friend and get the friend raped I'm sorry. I didn't mean to say that on YouTube, but, get the friend raped or whatever the case. And it's severe. We have a generation of people who hold a lot of things inside, and you truly would never know. You would never truly know how people really feel about you on the inside. And this is why I say that discernment and really being able to test someone's spirit and see who they are on the inside is so important. It is maybe the most important thing that you can do. Because when we are sitting around people who might quite literally hate us, you are playing a very dangerous game. Okay? Have you ever been in a type of friendship where you might have felt like the friend was in some secret competition with you? Or you might have felt that the love, the support was just never truly there? You might have felt that, I can't prove it, but, I just sometimes just get this weird feeling when I come around, like something is off, something is wrong. But, these are my friends. These been my friends for forever. I don't want to think that it's something, I don't want to be telling myself, maybe I'm just the one that's crazy, right? Energy never lies. Okay? Energy never lies. People always show you how they feel about you. But the question is, are you paying attention to it? Are you using discernment? Some people are good at faking things, right? But most people can't fake things for long. Most people cannot fake how they feel about you for long. So it'll either be on their face, it'll either be through their words, it'll either be in the jokes. Be very careful with how people joke with you. Okay, I've had friends that might joke about somebody that I'm with, right? Say, oh, he looks good, or I'll take him, little things like that, right? Or might say something to the extent of, oh, what you think you better than us, or what you think you look better than somebody, or just little things where it might come across as a joke, right? At first, but when you really sit with what they're saying, they are showing you how they feel about you, right? And so you have to watch who people are. You have to look and test a person's spirit. If you hanging with somebody that talk about every single person that they know, what do you think they doing with you? You know a person like that talk about every single person in their life. They have no sense of loyalty with anybody. But yet for some reason, you might feel, nah, I don't think this person will ever talk about me. They might talk about all of y'all, but they would never talk about me. Be careful with those type of people. Be careful with the type of people that clap very lowly when you win. People who they take a second to congratulate you. People who, when you step out and you looking nice and you looking fly, they low-key thinking that you trying to outdo them. They low-key thinking that, oh, why you didn't tell me what you was wearing? If I would have known you was getting dressed up, I would have got dressed up too. Well, why aren't you just doing what makes you feel comfortable? If you want to get dressed up and I don't, why do you feel, since I'm getting dressed up, you got to get dressed up? Or vice versa. If I come chill and you dressed up, why do you feel, oh, I should have just been chill too? No, you do what makes you feel comfortable. I have this good friend, right? And it could be because she's a Leo. Shout out to the Leos. But she is extremely herself. And I love that down about her, right? Anytime we go somewhere, anytime in the past, she would come dressed to the nines. And I would be like, we're not even going nowhere that special. Why is you dressed to the nines, heels and everything? And she used to always say, Wisdom, I'm going to dress how I want to dress. I don't care if it's two people in the room. I'm going to show up how I want to show up. And to this day, I do the same thing. It don't matter if I'm about to go to the store. It don't matter if we about to go out. It don't matter if I want to look a certain way, I'm going to do that. And so I say this to say, you got to get around people who all feel like the main character. You have to get around people who are all so confident and not into themselves, but people who are sure about themselves, people who love themselves, people who are, have a moral code and principalities and things like that. You have to get around people who are not just followers or not just, people of low vibration. That is a better way to put it. You have to get around people who are of high vibration. And this is why I say you have to test the spirit. You have to test who people are. Because when you are in close proximity with quote unquote friends, right? These people have the ability to take you out. Why? Because they're in close space with you. So you might be hanging with them when y'all going out, right? Y'all drinking, y'all might be doing other things and you putting yourself in a space where you're vulnerable. And that's why you got to have, even if you got to sit alone, for some time until you meet the right people that are supposed to be in your life, you got to learn to be okay with that. Be okay with sitting at the table alone if it's not the people that you're supposed to be sitting with. Okay? Be okay with that. Because you would much rather be by yourself than to be sitting at the table with people who envy you, who truly on the inside hate you, who don't like you, who talk about you, and who want to be you, right? You would much rather sit at the table by yourself. Get comfortable with being by yourself if you have to be. And that goes for friends or a relationship. Don't be so quick to settle down with this person or settle down with that person just because you need a person. And that really goes for a relationship, because when you are active with a person, you are sexually active with somebody, right? They really have the ability to really get all in your space. When we get physical with someone, we are joining ourselves. So you have to really make sure that if you are with somebody in a relationship, oh, you got to be sure that this is the person. You really need to test their spirit. You really need to make sure that this is the right person for you, that vibes at your vibration, that want the same things you want, that's going to feed your soul and not deplete your soul. Do you understand? You need to make sure that you're with someone who is going to give you life and not take life from you. And this can go on any side of the spectrum, for friends or for a lover. Your friends are supposed to be motivating you. Y'all supposed to be holding each other accountable. Okay? You're supposed to have friends that you can call them out and they can call you out. Okay? Have friends that can keep grace with you. Right? Keep grace. If, hey, you might have like fell off, you might have been a little distant, you might be going through something. Friends that aren't going to take it personal and make it about them. Those are going to be people that you should cherish. You should keep in your life forever. Okay? And be careful of people who are so quick to turn on you, so quick to not believe you, so quick to think badly of you, especially if they were, quote unquote, your friend. That means that person was never your friend. That person never truly liked you. They never liked you. Okay? If a person that you have been with for a long time as a friend, right, is so quick to turn on you when things go wrong, y'all have a misunderstanding. They are so quick to talk bad about you, to cut you off. They don't even want to try to fix it, right? This person does not like you. They don't like you. Quite literally, they might hate you. And this is why I say you have to have discernment when dealing with people, because people can fake for a very long time. They can fake. But your intuition, okay, will always nudge you towards something. You will always subconsciously know something is a little off. I don't know what, but I don't think I feel a genuine love from this person. I feel like this person kind of looks at me kind of crazy when we go out. I feel like this person makes little weird jokes that makes me feel uncomfortable. Look at that. Look at all of that. Don't be so pressed to have people around and in your energy and in your company if it's not the right company. Okay? Bad character corrupts good manner. So you could be a good person with genuine intentions, right? But if you are hanging with the people that are not for you on a soul level, you could literally become corrupt on the inside. And quite frankly, we don't have time on this earth to be healing from relationships and friendships, and we're trying to get back on track. We don't have time for that. We need to be getting around the people that are for us, because life is short. So I pray that when you pray for discernment. That when you pray, you ask the Lord to show you who and who isn't for you. And let me just say this, okay? Let me say this before I go. When you pray that prayer, the best prayer you can pray in life is, God, show me who in my life is not supposed to be here. Remove them. And I don't care who it is. When you pray that to God, He will show you. He will remove them. But when He removes them, you have to be okay with who He removes. You have to be okay with the answer He gives you. You have to believe that that's who He's saying needs to go. So I pray that this resonated with you. I pray that this is what you needed to know. Be okay with sitting at your own table. The table will grow in its own time. God knows what you want in your heart. If you want a person in your life to love you and you to love, okay, He knows this. If you want friends around, you want more friends that you can love and trust, and they can love and trust you, right? He knows this. But you got to be okay with losing people that's not for you so you can get the people that is for you, okay? Because everybody out here ain't your friend. And everybody out here don't love you. You'll be real surprised. You'll be surprised who he removed from your life. When you pray that prayer, oh God, remove anybody out of my life that's not supposed to be there. And I don't care who it is. And close the door, lock the door, don't open the door back up. You'll be surprised. And you might be a little hurt. Might be a lot of hurt. But you'll be okay. You'll be okay. So I hope that this resonated with you, and I hope this is exactly what you needed to hear this morning or this afternoon, whenever you're listening to this. All right? Use discernment when choosing anybody in your life. You rather sit at the table alone than sit at the table full of snakes. So I'm Wisdom. This is Wisdom Talks, and I will see you in the next talk. Bye.